Hi, welcome to the 12th video in our series of how to play Legends of Eisenwald. What we're doing now is we had just finished with our second little battle, and we're rushing over now to the third battle. First, we're going to do a few things. We have a new day, so there's more stuff that we can buy from our markets, so we have some spare money, so we're going to go ahead and buy everything except for the shield that no one can possibly use in our party at this point. We're going to go over here and make sure everybody is healed up. Everybody pretty much is, but it's always a good thing to do before a battle. And then we're not going to forget, but we also have to equip the little bit of stuff that we got. So one thing we got was a shield for our main guy on the horse. Go ahead and give him the health. Go ahead and give him another potion. These potions kind of are more in desperate circumstances when their healers are totally unavailable and they really do need to heal themselves or else. So it's kind of like a backup. So anyway, I finished equipping these. So now we need to figure out where to go. Well, if we look at our map and journal, we can see that we got our main clue that he's hiding west in the forest. And as soon as we have the show army on, we can actually see this on the map. And so that pretty much tells us where to go, that we need to go over here. And before we go in there, we should save our game for attacking Vestal, I suppose. So we say this before we go in here in case something's gone wrong. We go charging into here, and once we reach up with him, we'll see that because it's a little darker, everybody's stats are down and the initiative is down. So normally our hero has relatively high initiative, but now he only has 5, and this archer over here has 8. So actually he was the one that gets to go first, and he went ahead and attacked our little hero. So he's was a bit vulnerable. Now we have the priest that can basically do two things as described before. He can increase the defense, or he can increase the damage. So basically he wants to increase the defense, which is this one, of our main hero, and we want to postpone the attacks for the melee guys to bait them into coming. He's going to buff himself. So now that he's buffed himself and he has both the priest buff and his own buff, his defense is all the way up to 21. The archer is going to postpone his move because the healer woman is going to waste her turn if we just don't attack. So we're just going to postpone him, and then we can heal our guy with one of our healer women and postpone it with the other one. And now we'll see just a little bit of damage, but that's enough for her to waste her healing. Postpone him, force him to come a little closer. So he just healed. She just wasted a heal just on that little bit. That was a good thing because she only has a couple heals, and so she can prolong the battle unnecessarily. Now he must take a turn because he's at this point at the end. So these other guys now must take a turn. These 4 here. So the only question is, should you attack him or him? You can do a bit more damage over here. So he might as well attack him, except this guy has a shield, and so our archer cannot take out this guy as easily, whereas he can help out more here. So let's go and attack the guy in the middle. And so our archer can attack either of these. We'll weaken the one over here. And then our healer woman should heal the one that's in more trouble. Let's go ahead and heal our middle guy, since this guy still has a fair amount of defense. Now he can only do one thing. Since he's at the end of his turn, he must attack the thing closest, so he's going to go ahead and attack there. The priest now can either add a shield buff or an attack buff. Let's go ahead and add an attack buff for our middle guy here, so he does even more damage. And now he takes a bit more damage. Now he is still doing well in terms of defense. Now this guy can do 38 points of damage, and this guy has 42, which isn't quite enough to get rid of him, and more than enough to get rid of this other guy. So it's a bit, but this guy isn't going to get to go yet, so we might as well take out him, even though it's kind of overkill. And he can use his fire turn. If I actually had used the two together, I could have taken out him, which is probably what I should have done, but I'll just do it this way. and then the archer will spend a little bit of time. I didn't really do this very optimally. It should have been where this guy was out and then focus more on him with the other one. Okay, so now the healer definitely wants to take our hero up and have her postpone her turn, so now she can heal that and then take out that guy. He didn't have any choice for the most part, so he might as well do that. And then now his defense is fallen, if I'm not mistaken, a bit, because his timing of this guy is running out, and then his own little buff is going to run out. She can do, I think, one more heal, so she'll do the heal on him. And he is out of mana, so he must meditate. And he's now getting a little weaker. So we're worried a little bit about our guy, but we'll be able to take out all these guys before they can get too crazy. So first our knight's going to come over here and really weaken this guy, so that our healer at this point, I believe, has just enough firepower to take him out. Yes. And then our archer can focus on this one, and our healer women, I think they're out of mana, unfortunately, so they have to actually meditate. I shouldn't even postpone. And this guy, you think he'd be in trouble, but as soon as my soldier gets next to him, he's not going to be able to attack at a range. He will have to back up before he can do that. So the enemy healer woman is able to prolong the battle just a little bit. Now she has to meditate, and he can either increase the attack, he'll go ahead and increase the attack of the next one in sequence. Actually, these two have been the only one that can be buffed with this particular one. I guess he might as well. It doesn't really matter. It's a waste of a attack. And then we're just going to attack him. The only thing that we're going to postpone doing a bit is he might as well just buff himself. Doesn't really matter. If we use this 10 here and take out this guy here, no, he can be quite enough. I'm trying to postpone. Yeah, so I want to make sure the two healer women have a chance to heal our hero up, so we don't have to spend as much for healing once we go there. And then that'll be the end of the battle, and almost everybody's at full health except for our knight, and we got a couple of goodies. So that's the end of our video here, and we'll go on to the next video where we'll focus a little bit on mercenaries.